guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Brittany, aka Beauty School Dropout, back with another video. And for today's video, I am doing a 15, 16, maybe 18 year and a half lock update video. So if you're interested in watching that, stay tuned. Y'all, 18 months? It's been 18 months. I have had my locks for 18 months. But I'm shocked. Is anybody else shocked? If you know me, you're shocked too. They still going. They are here. I have a love-hate relationship with them. Some days these locks be locking and they be giving everything they supposed to have gave. Other days, they don't be doing it for me at all, sis. Other days, we be ready to get the scissors, cut them all off. Some days, we be ready to get the rat tail comb them out. We just be all over the place, okay? All over the place. But today is one of those days where I like them. Usually, I either just wear it just like this. Sometimes I slick it. Sometimes I don't. Or my go-to, it depends on if my eyebrows is done. If my eyebrows are not done, we do a little bun, right? Something like this, and we leave a bang. If the brows are done, then maybe she wants to be seen, and we just do half up, half down, and a little bit of something, a little bang, because I don't like my forehead exposed like this, like that. That feels unnatural. But sometimes we just do something like that, but we just keep it simple, okay? We don't do too many styles. I thought I would, and that was the whole point of me getting micro locks. I thought I was going to do everything. Yeah, I don't do shit. Okay? I wake up, take my bonnet off and shake, and I'm out the door. Out the door. Spray it with a little water sometimes. Sometimes I don't. And we be good. We really be good. But I have to get some things off my chest about the Lock Nation Nazis. Why do you guys want everybody to have such a spiritual journey so bad? Like, if that's your thing, that's wonderful. I am so glad that that journey is for you. But for me, what if I just wanted to be a hairstyle? You know, like, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with it not being that deep for me? Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. If yours is a journey and it's spiritual for you, kudos to you. If it's a hairstyle and it's styling for you, kudos to you again. But people just be wanting to fight so bad. Why you care about what I'm doing with my hair? I don't give a shit about what you're doing with your hair. Give me that same energy. You know what I mean? Anyway, enough about that. So how have my locks changed over the last few months? Well, they look like locks in the front. They look a little bit like some locks. The ones on the sides and the ones in the back. So if you've seen a couple videos back, well, this was actually December of last year, I took all of the sides and all of the back out after I ended up getting rid of the lock extensions. Yeah. And I redid them because the whole debacle with the lock extensions, my parting was off. Some were big, some were small, some were like medium, and some were smedium, and there was no cohesion. There's still no cohesion now, but like there's better cohesion. Some of them did swell to be bigger than others. Some are still like super, super tiny, like the ones in this front. So we got these that are relatively thin, right? And then we got the ones right behind it that are like double the size. Like two of these really equals the one right behind it. I don't know how that happened because the parts were, I thought they were the same size. Maybe they weren't, but my hair it has different textures and different densities and different everything all over the place. So whatever. I am becoming more comfortable with them being how they are and how they want to be as this journey progresses. Because before I was like, oh my God, I don't have a perfect grid. People aren't going to mistake these for sister locks. Well, they're not, but they're not sister locks. But I wanted them to look as close to that as possible. I don't even care now, because I still get complimented on my DIY micro locks. And even though they've thickened up quite a bit, they're still micro sized, because I have like 300 and maybe 315 locks. I don't know. I don't remember. We have 300 some. There were a few when I took down the back and redid them. There were a few that So when I redid the back, there were some that were way too big in comparison to the ones that I had redone. So I split them and made them much smaller, because they were like real beefy, like beefy. Here's one of them that became its own, this one, and then the one like right next to it. Now watch, I can't find it even though it's right next to it. I don't know, but the one right next to it, I can't grab it because, there we go. Okay, so it was really chunky, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. So I took them down and split them, and then I think I split the ones right next to it as well. There they go. So these two were one, and as you can see, that is chunky. But then there was also the shed hair that was in it as well, so it was even chunkier. So I split those two, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just take these down and I'll interlock them from tip to root. I didn't do that. As long as it took to get it down, I didn't have anything left to give anything else. So I braided it, because just like I did with the rest, all the sides in the back are all braided. I was not about to interlock that from tip to root. Nope, not I. So I braided that, and then I started the interlock process, you know, once I got on the schedule for the rest of it. But now I now I retwist, because it's so much faster, y'all. It's so much faster. I swore I was just going to interlock the whole way through. I don't be having days to dedicate to my hair. That's why I got locks, so I wouldn't be a slave to styling my hair. Now, the difference is with loose natural hair, it's going to take you all day to do wash day and style if you have a lot of hair and blah, 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 blah. Interlocks, it's going to take you a long time, but I can still get up and go about my day. I don't have to have it done, because it's not like it looks bad. It just isn't as groomed as it would be if it was freshly retired. So that's the beauty of locks in general. But I went from 3 days to 3 hours. I'll take that. I'll do that. So now I retwist. My last retwist was maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm 2 weeks post retwist. And it's not too bad. It's not grown out too bad, or like unraveled or whatever the hell they say. I have washed my hair since I retwisted, and they're still pretty much intact. Like the coil is still at the root, and it's not just like, what else? The retwist before this last one, I used this Honey Hydrate by Camille Rose, that one. Now, that product right there, I saw a bunch of mixed reviews on. Some people loved it, did wonders. Some people hated it. For me, it was trash. It smelled like a melanin goddess, okay? Smelled wonderful. I was very much so feeling myself when I had that in my hair, simply because it smelled good, okay? If melanin was a fragrance and you put it in a bottle, that's what it smells like. It's like cocoa butter, shea butter, and I don't know, brown sugar and caramel rolled into one. All those notes of that is what this smells like. And I wanted to love it so bad simply because of that. But my scalp, y'all, when I tell y'all, it was on fire. It was itchy. It was Oh, it was so bad. Like, it was so bad. Even after I had washed my hair, it was so irritated that it was like, it was swollen around my hairline, and it was like white and patchy and dry. It took so much to get that back to normal, to get the scalp back to normal. I really, really wanted to like it. I don't know if it was just a combination of, I don't know, the weather changing and then dermatitis flaring up plus the product, or if it was just the product. But I don't know if I'm gonna give her a try, because that was not the business, okay? It was not it, sis. I had the right mind to take that back. I will take something back, okay? I don't give a shit how much it costs. So the last retwist, I used good old aloe vera gel. I got this from Natural Grocers, wow. And aloe is good for your scalp. Aloe is natural. It's soothing, smooths and replenishes, all that good stuff. And it's good for dry skin, which I have because I have dermatitis. So I used this and it worked pretty good. My hair was shiny. It was, I don't know, it looked like I had a retwist. It didn't have a super hard hold or anything like that, but it looked good. And it's still holding, even though I've washed my hair, I can still feel that it's intact. So we're going to keep rocking with that for a little while, see how that goes. And yeah, so the only other thing that I've been using in my hair is this Island Oil by the Jamaican Mango and Lime products. It smells good. It's light. It's not greasy. It doesn't weigh my hair down. Usually if I oil my scalp with something that's too heavy, my head starts to itch and I have to wash it damn near right after I put it in my hair. This doesn't do that for me. So maybe this is a winning combo right now. I need a new look. I don't know if locks are going to make it to, well, they'll probably, okay, let's rewind. I'm sure they'll make it to 2 years because it's not that much longer. And it's just not. But I need another color or something. I want to do ginger hair, but I don't think I want to dye my roots, because the hair that's locked up here, my hair was bleached before I locked it, but the texture is completely different. Completely different. And yes, my hair feels different in this particular area anyway, in comparison to the back and the sides. It's weird. It always has been, but I don't want to contribute to the weirdness and dryness. Like, it looks dry. It looks dry. I be having to do so much so it doesn't look dry to me. I don't think other people notice that it looks dry, but for me, it's giving Sahara Desert. And then the back, I don't really want to dye the back either, because like I said, this is where my softer, looser texture is. And I don't want to disrupt that pattern, and I don't want to disrupt that locking process either, because it's already taking, good God, 6 years and 20 days to just do something. And I don't want to slow that down any more than it already is. But I don't know what to do, because a lot of these, they were, like I said, they were braided, and then I was interlocking, and then I started the retwist. Well, this whole thing, this is the only part that's locked, is the interlock. This all came loose, and this is all loose. Like, I can literally slide my finger through there. And there are so many locks that are like that, all in this area. This area of my hair is like 3B maybe? I don't know, but it's also really fine. Like, this whole lock, I could slide a comb in that and it'll come right loose. Look at that. You can see through it. And it's not because I created holes. It's literally just a coil. It's not locking. It's just not. There was one in here that I really, really wanted to show, because it was a really good example of that. Whole damn lock is just, like, how did the interlock come loose? How? So this is all loose. It's just coiled. This is interlocked, and then this is all loose. Who did this? Who was playing in my hair while I was asleep? Huh? Who? This whole thing, another one, all the way down to here is loose. Completely open. It's confusing. Are you confused? I'm most definitely, I don't know what's happening. Here's another one. It's locked right here, loose. And like when I tell you, I could like literally slide my finger all the way through there. There's so many like that. It's just, I don't know what to do, but that's my 18 month lock update. Like if you like this video, if you've been rocking with me for a little while, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.